Throughout Whisper of the Heart, we see Shizuku frequently feeling doubtful about what she wants to do with her life. She knows she likes books and stuff, but hasn't yet experienced enough of the world to know exactly what she wants to pursue. She's failing her classes, her family doesn't really try to understand her, her own sister doesn't even know what she wants to do with her own life.
Did you know what to do with your life?
What are you talking about?
You know!
Don't worry about it. You'll take your exams and whatever high school you get into will pretty much decide things.
Don't we get a choice?
You do if you study hard.
It's an irksome blend of uncertainty, doubt, and not living up to expectations. It isn't until she meets Seiji Amasawa where she discovers her passion for writing. Seiji doesn't have an interest in going down the traditional route of going to high school. Instead, his passion lies in crafting and playing violins. It's at this point where Shizuku begins to realize that there are many other paths that one can take to become successful.
Everyone in school thinks you're talented. You've read more books than anyone I know, and your lyrics are great. And you can tell people just what you feel. I can't do that. I'm not close to being good enough. Yes, you are.
After opening up to her friend about how Seiji is going to Italy to test himself and chase his dream, Shizuku apprehends that she should be doing the same for her dream.
So that's it. It's simple. All I have to do is give my writing a try.
Here she feels empowered and goes straight to the antique shop to ask the old man for permission to write about the Baron as inspiration for her story. The old man accepts under the condition that he be the first person to read Shizuku's book. Shizuku responds, stating how she's never written a book before and is afraid that it will be bad. You can see here that this is the first time she feels doubtful when it comes to her new dream. She feels this way because now there's a chance of her being criticized if her story isn't good enough. The feeling of disappointing or being criticized is a sentiment that many artists have to cope with, and a lot of times is the reason why many artists don't chase their goals in the first place. The old man acknowledges Shizuku's doubt and says how she sounds like all the other artists that he's met.
You sound just like all the other artists that I've met. No one should expect perfection when they're first starting out.
He gives her a special rock called the geode. Inside the cracks of the geode lies sparkling crystals which have raw emerald deep inside them. The geode personifies every beginner artist. When new artists start out, they are a clump of rock with hidden gems deep inside. You have to reach deep and find those emeralds within yourself. And even once you have found your gems, you have to polish them until they sparkle. The old man even states that there's probably even more crystals hidden in the rock that he hasn't yet discovered. If you are an artist watching, or you aspire to go down an artistic path, use the geode as symbolism for yourself. Whatever goal you want to achieve, whether that be writing your own book or building your YouTube channel, just as I'm doing, keep chipping away at it until you discover your own crystals. It will be messy and you will fail so many times, but make sure to remember that this is a part where you polish those gems until the emeralds within those gems begin to sparkle. I think there's enough detail shown to see that Shizuku's feeling of self-doubt derives from her parents pushing a traditional linear path towards her. Shizuku doesn't have a role model in her own family who embodies the mentality of an artist. There's a scene where Shizuku opens up to her mom and dad about her dream and why she hasn't been studying for her exams.
You work so hard in the library, whatever you're doing, I know it's important to you. And I truly respect that. Honey, why don't we let Shizuku do what she thinks is best? Not everyone needs to follow the same path.
Well, I have to admit, I've often dreamed about straying from the path myself.
All right, Shizuku, go ahead and do what your heart tells you. But it's never easy when you do things differently from everyone else. If things don't go well, you'll only have yourself to blame.
This scene honestly pisses me off. Telling your own daughter, who's full of anxiety and self-doubt, that if she fails, she has nobody but herself to blame, might be the worst possible choice of dialogue you could have said. This line from the father makes it clear that he is likely the reason for Shizuku feeling doubtful across the entire movie. He's the reason that she sees Seiji as way out of her league, and he's the reason why Shizuku is afraid of criticism from the old man. The mother isn't any better. She even admits that she's often dreamed about straying from the path herself, yet doesn't even give a lick of advice or encouragement for her own daughter. And to notice how she said often dreamed, she probably never even went after her dream. Shizuku is actually trying to break the rock and find her gems. The mother does absolutely nothing to support her child. Ghibli is pretty good at writing terrible parents, I have to say. When Shizuku finishes the book, she goes back to the antique shop to show the old man her finished story. She asks him if she can wait downstairs, as she would rather not watch him read. She remains outside the entire time in the freezing cold, curled up in a ball, her mind racing with how her story was a mess. The old man returns, having finished the book, and tells her,
Thank you, dear. It was really wonderful.
No, it's not. It's a mess. The storyline goes all over the place. All the characters' dialogue sounds corny. You have to tell me the truth. I know it's a complete disaster.
No, it's just a bit rough, dear, like Seiji's violin.
this is exactly what any artist wants to hear when creating their first work. The old man says that the story was indeed rough, but tells her that the story was raw and heartfelt, that Shizuku should be proud of her hard work, and that she has successfully dug inside her own soul and found some real gems. We can see the vastly different choices of dialogue the father and the old man decide to give Shizuku. One plants the seed of failing, whereas the other plants seeds of hope and motivation. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and like the video.
But
That geode suits you better than me. I want you to have it. Promise me you'll polish your story well.
I will.